Alright everybody, so in my opinion, one of the most important skills you can learn if you're going to be spending any time outside, whether it just be camping, backpacking, or even some more extreme sports such as like long distance hiking or through hiking, is navigation. Now, when I go out, I usually end up using a GPS because it's convenient, but one of the more important skills is map and compass navigation. Now, in all the maps you can end up learning how to use, a topogeographic map is probably one of the most important. Now, if you didn't already know, the USGS has their own website. It's a little bug, go away. And on that website, you can browse the world map, put a pin, and it'll show you a catalog of maps that are available for this area. Now, this is for Ivanpah, which is about 60 miles to the south of where I am currently. And inside this map, you can see it has a list of all the different features and landmarks that it has on it. Now, you can go anywhere from lakes and springs to rivers, all the way up to mines and stuff like that. So that is what makes this really, really interesting. And if those of you who don't know what a topo map is it has a lot of different features on it. So you have all these different springs you can find, as well as all these lines. Now, these are called contour intervals, and I want to start a series about navigation in particular because there is so much you can do with a map and a compass that it just can't be fit in one video. So these are called contour lines, just a basic introduction, and they measure inclinations between the two. Now, every map's a little bit different, but this is pretty standard. And it also has a legend down here for how many meters is equal to on the map. So down here you have distance by this much, which looks to be about a centimeter, is equal to about a kilometer. So you can use that in conjunction with a compass. Now, this compass that I have here in front of me was sent to me by a company called Number One Gear Shop. I'll link this compass in the description because I think it is perfect for what I want to do. And I want to start a series, so if you want to get a compass like this, you can follow along. Now, this compass has a rangefinder in the front, as well as a clintometer, which is used for measuring inclination if you're doing land surveys, or you can use it for quite a bit of stuff actually. And it also has this ring here with an adjustable outer piece that you can use to measure different degrees, as well as a level in the corner, which can be useful for making sure you're level. But one of the more important features is this little eyepiece down here. Now, the camera won't focus in on it, but you can kind of tell on the bottom that it has a rangefinder and this little notch. Now, that notch gets matched up with this glass piece in the back to make sure you're having the correct heading, so you can pick an object out in the distance, whether it be a peak or a interesting tree, and you can find your direction, and you can make sure you're traveling in the right direction. So that's pretty helpful. Now, some other features that this compass has are these measurements on the side. Now, you can see here that this matches up with the map down here. Now, this allows you to find distance a little bit easier than having to go through here with your centimeter markers and then converting it with a little bit of math. This just lets you skip right to it to find out how many meters you are from your target. Now, unfortunately, if you're not used to using the metric system, most topogeographic maps are, just because it's easier to convert from meters to kilometers and so on and so forth. So this is just a little quick introduction to topogeographic maps and compasses. One thing I forgot to mention about this compass is that outer green ring is actually glow in the dark, so that's a little helpful if you're navigating at night. But what I want to let you guys know is, so I want to start a series. I want to release a few videos about this, anywhere from just understanding contour intervals and how to read a map, all the way up to using trigonometry to figure out distances between targets, angles, directions you need to travel. So I want to release the videos in the beginning. I want to be kind of beginner, all the way up to more advanced, like I said, using trigonometry to find intervals, as well as calculating distance, as well as drawing mountain peaks from the map here to kind of bring this two-dimensional object into a more three-dimensional, easier understanding. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see anything in particular or something you don't quite understand about topogeographic maps, please go ahead and comment down below. And if you would like to pick up this compass, I'll put a link in the description. It's completely made of metal, really heavy duty, and I think it's going to be perfect for what I want to do with it. So again, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next time.